on viscosity of a liquid by Biuret method. So here you are going to find the comparison of viscosities of two liquids. So you will be taking two liquids. One is castor oil, the other one is water. Right. So today the initial adjustment of this particular viscosity of a liquid by Biuret experiment is nothing but you are provided with the Biuret, which is of graduated Biuret tube, and this is the reading which has from 0 to, this is of 50 ml. So you can write this is in terms of cubic centimeter. So here you have 0 level meniscus followed by 5, 10, 15, 20 and it goes on till 50 cc, right? So you will record the reading in such a manner. You will be pouring the liquid and these liquids just run into this tube, and there is an adjustment over here, so you don't disturb this adjustment, let it be as such, because you should not disturb this till the end because it has been connected with this tube. So every time you should not adjust to tight the tube such that the water flows through it, should not stop. Okay, so you just leave it. Once it has been done, you see that, and in case if the water flows freely, then you can adjust in such a manner, let it be like this. You can see the drops as it falls here. If it is very fast, if the water moves very fast, then you can adjust it at the beginning itself, and in between you should not disturb the screw, right? So what I did here, see, this water has been running, in the sense moving like a drop. Okay, I think this time it works. So here you see, now I am just adjusting, placing this capillary tube in straight with this particular Biuret, and let it be straight. It should not be like this position or that position, something like that. Instead it should be in this manner. Now you are placing the beaker. Okay, here we are not going to collect the drops and wait. Instead this water should free fall and falls into this beaker, right? So the thing is, here you're supposed to get the stop clock and pour the liquid into it using a funnel. Okay, using funnel, you keep the funnel here and pour the water into a beaker and pour it above the 0 level meniscus. So here you have the tube. So you have poured the liquid above the 0 level meniscus. So when it comes to 0, okay, when it comes to 0, get the stop clock. So you see now, the water slowly flows and it will try to reach the 0. When it reaches 0, then you should start the stop clock, and you should not do in such a way that you should not stop this particular water with your hand, because the air drops get into it, so you should not do that. So this water falls freely here, right? And why do we tie this thread? Because this water, it just goes here and drops. For that purpose I have tied the thread across it, so it falls into the beaker. Now you take the stop clock. So this stop clock, seconds, as you all know, you have the stop clock. This is 5, 10, 15, it just goes on as you have a watch, and here in between, that is inside to it, there is a minute. In the sense, if it goes and completes 60, then this small needle move to one point, which means that it is 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute so and so seconds. So every time you should not count how much is there, in the sense 60, after that 65, 70, 75. Instead, don't do in that way. Just see the minutes. If it crosses 2, then it's understood 2 minutes 15 seconds. Later you can convert that as 2 minutes, in the sense 2 into 60, which is 120, 120 plus 15, which is nothing but 135 seconds. So like that you should write the readings in seconds. If it is it's better you can write the readings in minutes and convert that into second, right? So this is the stop clock, and here when it comes and reaches 0, see now it has crossed the 0. So what I'll do, this is the 0 level meniscus, I will again fill it up above this 0 level meniscus. When it reaches 0, I will start the stop clock. So how will you write the reading? In the sense, when it is at 0, I think the readings is not clear, but still you can see 5 here, see. So when it reaches 5, you should note down the seconds. So you should never stop the stop clock till it reaches 50, okay. So you should never stop the stop clock in between the thing, right? So you should start the stop clock when it is at 0. When it reaches 5, note down the seconds. When it reaches 10, note down the seconds, and till that is up to 50, you should record the readings. So this is a trial 1, okay. To get to have a correct reading, do the trial 2 also. Similarly, you can do the trial 2 to have an accuracy. Accuracy, I mean to say, suppose when it reaches 0 to 5 is 15 seconds, and if you do the trial 2, if it reaches 20 seconds, then you have done some mistake in it. So to avoid this, if you have the first trial 1 as 5 seconds, followed by you have 10, that is 5 seconds in the sense, suppose if it reaches 5 cc, yeah, then the second is 15. For trial 2, if it is 17, then doesn't matter, then it is fine, okay. So if it is if it doesn't matches the trial 1 and trial 2, then you do with the trial 3 also to have an accuracy, right? So what I'll do it, see here, now again I will pour it. Because it has crossed the 0 level. So now it is just above the 0. Now when it reaches 0, what I'll do, when it reaches 0, I'll start the stop clock. Now I have started the stop clock. See, the stop clock goes on. The thing is, when it reaches 5, note down the seconds. So now it has crossed 2. Like this, you can record the reading for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, up to 50 cc. You should record the reading. The very important thing is, you should never stop the stop clock till the end, okay. And also, if it crosses more in number the rotation, you can see the minute reading to record it. If it has been crossed 3 times, so don't remember the 3 times, okay. Instead you can see this is 3 minutes 15 seconds or 3 minutes 30 seconds. Later you can convert that into seconds. So this is how you will do for the trial 1 for water. The same to be repeated for trial 2, and take down the reading. And again you use some other liquid, that is some other, I mean to say, you can use here castor oil. So what you can do, you take the burette, rinse with the castor oil, and again you place it, and here instead of water you take the castor oil and pour into the burette, okay, burette tube. So the same thing, the same procedure to be followed for this liquid also. So when it reaches above the 0 level meniscus, that is you should pour the water above the 0 level meniscus. When it reaches 0, start the stop clock. Similarly, note down the reading for 5, 10, 15, 20, so on up to 50 cc. So this is how you will do the coefficient, that is comparison of viscosities of 2 liquids. For this liquid also, trial 1 and trial 2 to be done. And after that, you should find the density of a liquid. So how will you find the density of 2 liquids? You can make use of the Harris apparatus. So Harris apparatus, I think I'll just place it now and I'll let you know. So this is the thing, by making use of this burette tube, you can find the comparison of 2 liquids. Is it clear, girls? Thank you.
लगाऊं